Today I'd like to share with you 4 things that you should know about Americans' attitudes and behavior towards guns. First of all, gun control, attitudes towards gun control. Many people think that Americans would be more and more favorable towards gun control given the tragic shootings that we have seen in schools and elsewhere around the nation, but actually that's not the case. If you look at the long-term graph, you see that support for stricter gun control laws has been coming down over time, and although it spurted up just a couple of years ago, it's back down near its all-time low. Right now, 47% of Americans say they favor stricter gun laws. That's a little higher than the all-time low of 43%, but not much. Also, what about a ban on possession of handguns? Only 26% of Americans favor that. Second point, attitudes towards gun control is very political. In fact, when I look across the demographic groups, I say everything comes back to politics. If you're a Republican, you're certainly not in favor of stricter laws on guns. And if you're a Democrat, you're much more likely to say you favor stricter gun laws. Third point, does having a gun in the home make it safer or more dangerous? 63% of Americans say having a gun in the home makes it safer. That's a big shift. When we've asked this question previously a while back, we had less than half who said it made the home safer. We now have a majority who have this attitude, and that leads me into my fourth point. About 44% of Americans now tell us that they live in a household where there is a gun. 30% say they personally own a gun, 14% say somebody else in the household owns a gun, but less than half, but still more than 4 in 10 Americans say they live in a household with a gun. How does this skew demographically? Well, it is significantly higher in the Midwest and the South, and in fact most everywhere, than the East, where we have the lowest percent ownership of guns in the country. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Gallup Editor-in-Chief.